So, what's the secret?
It's a secret.
I know it anyway.
I bet you don't. You always say that.
It's her exercise book.
Yeah, but you don't know what's in it.
It's some game, some secret society she has with kids.
You don't know the code, you don't have the password.
You're really in it, aren't you? Can you do the handshake?
She didn't mention a handshake.
I thought they'd have a special handshake. She spends hours writing that, but she's useless at school. She copies things out of books about black magics and politicians out of the paper. It's a bit childish.
I think it's a plot to take over the world.
See, she's been in the remedial class 2 years.
I came up this morning and I spent the day in Ipswich. I went to see Mother.
Did she recognize you?
Are you trying to be funny?
No, she does wonder.
She wasn't wondering at all. She was very lucid, thank you.
You're very lucky then.
Fucking awful life she had.
Don't tell me.
Fucking waste.
Don't talk to me.
Why shouldn't I talk? Why shouldn't I talk to you? Isn't she my mother too?
Look, you've left. You've gone away. We can't do without you.
I left home, so what? I left home. People do left home, it's normal.
We understand that. We can't do without you.
We weren't happy, were you happy?
Don't come back.
So it's just your mother, is it? Your child, you never wanted me around. You were jealous of me because I was a little one and I was clever.
I'm not clever enough for all this psychology, if that's what it is.
Why can't I visit my family without all this?
Just don't go on about Mum's life when you haven't been to see her for many years.
It's up to me.
I go and see her every week. Then don't go and see her every week. Somebody has to.
No, they don't. Why do they?
How would I feel if I didn't go?
A lot better.
I hope you feel better. You couldn't get out of here fast enough.
Of course I couldn't get out of here fast enough. What was I going to do? Marry a dairyman? Would come to him pissed? Don't you fucking that fucking bitch?
Christ!
Fucking tell me what to fucking do.
I don't know how I could leave your own child.
You were quick enough to take her.
What does that mean?
You were quick enough to take her.
Oh, what? Have her put in a home? Have some stranger take her? Would you rather?
You couldn't have one, so you took mine.
I didn't look that then.
Like hell. I didn't know that. I married 3 years.
I didn't know that. Plenty of people take that long.
Well, it turned out lucky, didn't it?
Turned out all right for you by the look of you. You'd be getting a few less 1,000 a year.
Not necessarily.
You'd be stuck here like you said.
I could have taken her with me.
You didn't want to take her with you. It's no good coming back, Martin and saying,
I know a managing director who's got 2 children. She breastfeeds on the boardroom. She pays £100 a week, a domestic help alone, and she can't afford that because she's extremely high-powered lady, earn a great deal of money.
So, what that got to do with the age of 17?
Just because you were married and had somewhere to live.
You could have lived at home.
Don't be stupid.
And Frank, you said you weren't keeping
You
it.
never
You
suggested
shouldn't
it.
have had it if you wasn't going
Here we
to
go.
keep it. You was the most stupid. For someone so clever, you was the most stupid. Get yourself pregnant, not to go to the doctor, not tell.
You wanted it. You never said you were glad. I remember the day. You said I'm glad you never got rid of it. I look after it. You said the down by the river. So, what are you saying, sunshine? Don't you want her?
Of course I'm not saying it.
Because I take her. Wake up and back now.
Didn't know how to begin to look after her.
Don't you want her?
Of course I do. She's my child.
Then what are you going on about? Where did I have her?
You said I got her off you when you didn't.
I say you were lucky.
Have a child now if you want one. You're not old.
I might do.
Good.
I've been on a pill salon. I'm probably stable.
Listen, when When Angie was 6 months, I did get pregnant and lost it because I was so tired looking after your fucking baby because she cried so much. Yes, I did tell you, and the doctor said if I sat down all day with
You
my
never
feet up,
told
I
me.
would kept it, and that's the only chance I ever had because after that,
I've had 2 abortions. Are you interested? Shall I tell you them about? Well, I won't. It's boring. Wasn't a problem. I don't like messy talk about blood and what about time we all had. I don't want a baby. I don't want to talk about gynecology.
if I hadn't had your baby, the doctor said,
I come down here after 6 years. All that you've been saying I don't come often enough.
that would be fine. Yes, 6 years would suit me fine.
I was afraid of this. I only came because I thought you wanted. I just want to...
Don't grizzle, Maureen, for God's sake.
No, let me cry. I like it.
I knew I'd cry if it wasn't careful. Everyone always crying in this house. Nobody takes any notice.
You've been wonderful looking after Angie.
Don't get carried away.
I can't write letters, but I do think of you.
You're getting drunk. I'm going to make some tea.
Love you.
I can see why you'd want to leave. It's a dump here.
So what's this about you and Frank?
He has always carrying you, wasn't he? And if we wanted to go out with the evening, he'd go mad, even if it was nothing. A class, I was going to go on an evening class, so he had this girlfriend, only 22, poor cow. And I said, go on, off you go, Hoppet. I don't think he even likes her.
So what about money?
I've always said I don't want your money.
No, does he send you money?
I've got 4 different cleaning jobs. Adds up. There's not a lot around here.
Does Angie miss him?
She doesn't say.
Does she see him?
He was never that fond of her, to be honest.
He tried to kiss me once. When you were engaged.
Do you fancy him?
No, I looked at him like a fish.
He was lovely then.
Oh.
Well, I fancied him for about 3 years.
Have you got someone else?
There's not a lot around here. Mind you, the minute you're on your own, you'd be amazed how your friends' husbands drop by. I'd sooner do without.
I don't see why you couldn't take my money.
I do, so don't bother about it.
Only got to ask.
So what about you? Good job?
Good for a laugh. Got back from the US. A bit.
Good for more
What
than
time
a laugh, I should think.
slide into the speedy employment agency and still there.
You can always find yourself a work there.
That's right.
And men?
Oh, there's always men.
No one special.
This fella who likes to be seen with a high-flying lady shows they've got something really good in their pants, but they can't take day to day. They're waiting for me to turn into the little woman. Or maybe I'm just horrible, of course.
Who needs them?
Who needs them? Well, I do. But I need some adventures more. So, on into the sunset. I think the ages are gonna be stupendous.
Who for?
For me, I think I'm going
Oh, for
to
you,
go
yes.
up,
Yes,
up.
I'm sure they will.
And for the country, come to that. Get the economy back on its feet and whoosh. She's a tough lady, Meiji. I've given her a job.
You voted for them, did you?
She just needs to hang in there. This country needs to stop raining. Monetarism is
Did
not
drink your
stupid.
tea and shut up, pet.
It takes time and determination. No more slop. And
Well,
who's
I
got,
think they're filthy bastards.
and who's got to drive on? First woman prime minister. Terrific. Access. Right on.
What God's first woman is her?
You must admit.
I suppose you'd have liked Hitler if he was a woman.
Certainly got my
Mrs.
vote.
Hitler got a lot done. Hitlerina. Great
Both still
adventures.
walking on the worker's face. Still that a little parrot? Have you aren't learning to think for yourself. I believe in the individuals. Look at me.
I am looking at you.
Come on, Joyce. You've got to quarrel. We're not here to quarrel about politics.
We are, though.
Forget I mentioned it. Not a word about the slimy unions will cross my lips.
You say mother was a wasted life.
Yes, I do. Married to a bastard.
What sort of life did he have? Working in the fields like an animal? Why wouldn't he want to drink?
Violent life. Come here, eat.
You want to drink. He couldn't afford whiskey.
I don't want to talk about him.
You started. I was talking about her. She had a rotten life because she had nothing. She went hungry.
She was hungry because he drank the money. He used to hit her.
It's not all down to him. Their lives went rubbish. They were treated like rubbish. They're dead and she'll
She
soon.
didn't hit him.
And what sort of life did they have?
I saw him one night. I came down.
Do you think I didn't? They didn't go to America
I still
and
have dreams.
drive across in a fast car. Bad nights. They had bad days.
America, you're jealous. I had to get out.
Jealous?
I knew when I was 13, out of their home, out of them. Never let that happen to me. Never let him make my own way out.
Jealous of what you've done? You're ashamed of me if I came to your office? Your smart friends, wouldn't you? I'm ashamed of you. Think of nothing but yourself. You've got home. Nothing's changed for most people.
I hate the working class, which is what you're going to go on about. It doesn't exist
Yes,
anymore.
you do.
It means lazy and stupid.
Come
I
on,
don't
now
like the
we're
way they
getting
talk. I don't like their bigots and football vomit and saucy tits and brothers and sisters.
I spit when I see a Rolls Royce scratches with my ring. Merciless it drives.
Or very mature.
I hate the cows I work for, and the dirty dishes with blanket of fucking Vogue.
And I will not be pulled down into the level by a flying picket, and I won't be sent to Siberia and a lonely bee.
No, you'll be on a yacht, you'll be head of Coca-Cola, and you wait. The 80s is going to be stupendous, alright, because we get you a lot of your bags.
Just because I'm original and I support Reagan, even if it's a lousy movie star. Because the rates are swelling up and I want to be free in a free world.
What? What?
I know what I mean. Shut up here.
So don't be around here when it happens, because if someone's kicking you, I'll just laugh.
I don't mean anything personal. I don't believe in class. Anyone can do anything if they got what it takes.
And if they haven't?
If they're loose, stupid or frightening or lazy, I'm not going to help them to get a job. Why should I?
What about Angie?
What about Angie?
She's stupid, lazy and frightened, so what about her?
You run her down too much. She'll be alright.
I don't expect so, no. I expect her children will say what a wasted life she had, if she has children, because nothing's changed and it won't with them in.
Them, us and them.
And you're one of them.
And you're us, wonderful us. And Angie's us.
Yes, that's right. And
us.
them.
Come on, Joyce. What a night. You've got what it takes.
I know I have.
I didn't really mean all that.
I did.
But we're friends anyway.
I don't think so, no.
Well, it's lovely to be out in the country. I really must make this effort to come more often. I want to go to sleep.
Good night then. I hope you're warm enough.
Good night, Joyce.
No, pet. Sorry.
Mom,
Angie, what's the matter?
Mom,
No, she's gone to bed. It's Auntie Marlene.
frightening.
Did you have a bad dream? it well. You are weak now, are you, pet?
Frightening.
Vas-y, continue, c'est pas grave. Je comprends.
Putain, on est où? C'est quoi ce bordel? You